What's up, guys? Matt Bell here with the Electric Violin Shop. We're doing our weekly live stream, and we got a couple little changes here. That's why I'm a minute or two late. Sorry, guys. Wanted to make a couple little technical changes. I noticed last week when I was listening back to the live stream, just something I don't usually do, because I mean, who wants to hear themselves and see themselves on video? That's usually really awkward. But I was noticing that I could actually, so let me do this. I'm going to show you guys, I'm going to take you behind the scenes a little bit. Facebook first, show you guys, what's up, guys? We're going to turn around and show you like this little setup I got here. Right? So we've got a little setup here in the shop, and I'll show you YouTube guys here. Here's what's going on. Here's what's, I got some lights, I got a little music stand, and I got these devices sitting on the music stand. So I can see you guys. And I was noticing last week when I was listening back, I can actually hear the music stand. I can hear the metal of the music stand. So what I've done is I've now got some little sound deadening foam, and you guys are sitting in foam right now. Does it feel good? Is this relaxing? I feel like Seth Curry. What's this? So yeah, so you guys are Steph Curry. Wrong Curry. Whatever. I like curry. Indian food's delicious. So yeah, you guys are now reclining in some foam right now, and hopefully the sound is going to be a little better for you. It's going to be a little more deader. More deader. How about that? What's up, Minnesota? Y'all try not to freeze to death up there. Dutescu, I don't speak Romanian, but apparently your English is not bad. So you can go to our website, electricviolinshop.com, and you can buy your motherboard for the Zeta there. What's up, Rob Janoff? Man, so many cool people here. This week we are going to be doing a review. Last week, I don't know if you guys watched, but we did a review of some acoustic electric violins under $1,200. That was fun. It was good. So this week we're doing 1201 and up. And I was getting ready for this live stream, and I don't like to just go live with you guys without having tested all these things. So I actually was playing these violins earlier today, and I was like, this is way more fun. These are nicer instruments than last week, which, you get what you pay for. So yeah. So yeah, these are nicer instruments than the ones we played last week, and gosh, they cost more, so you would kind of hope so. So what are we going to do? Let's start with, we're going to do the same thing we did last week. We're going to play each instrument, and then I'm just unplugged. And if you hear some viola-ish sounds, there's a viola player right over there in that room, and she's over there killing it. And I may grab her and have her come out. She's a violinist too. She may come out and play some of these too, just so you guys don't have to get tired of watching and listening to me. But yeah, there's a little bit of background noise going on here, but whatever. So yeah, that's what the first one I'm going to do is the Zeta Acoustic Pro. We got some Zeta fans here already anyway. I had some of you guys on my preview video this morning. So the Zeta Acoustic Pro is a really fantastic violin. There are a number of cats playing these things live. I'm just going to put it like this because I think it makes me look cool. Let's see, Patrick Contreras has one of these. If you don't follow Patrick Contreras, he's Violin on Fire on, can I give you the link? No, bro, I'm talking. But it's, just type in electricviolinshop.com. So there you go. Hopefully that helps. Or just Google Electric Violin Shop. It'll come up, I promise. Patrick Contreras plays one of these. If you don't follow Patrick, he's Violin on Fire on Instagram. And he's amazing. And then Evan Garr plays one of these too. He's out with Stanley Clark right now. So you might imagine that he's pretty freaking amazing too. So yeah, I'm going to play this thing, and I'm going to try to maybe play in the same key as what's happening in the other room there. Because, yeah, why not? So this is unplugged. Now I'm going to plug this thing in, and we're going to let you listen to that. What I'm going to do is I'm sort of stand aside. I don't know if you can see in the video, but there's a Fishman Loudbox artist sitting on the counter here. Let's plug it in, let's check and make sure this thing's working. Ooh, that's loud. So I'm going to stand over here, and I'm going to let you guys hear the instrument plugged in. Really nice sounding instrument. And hey, thank you guys for typing in that link for me. My hands are busy. So that's the Zeta Acoustic Pro. It is $1680 for the 4-string and $1960 for the 5-string. And really nice sounding instrument. And you know, guys like Evan Garr and Patrick Contreras, they don't joke around. So you know, if they're playing this thing, it's really nice. It feels good. It sounds good. It's got this black bridge on there that looks really cool, and because you're going to ask, these are helicore strings. And yes, available in 4-string and 5. It's an active instrument, so we got the battery compartment right here. Uses a 9-volt battery, and yeah, so it allows you to plug into a bunch of different stuff, and should be good. So that is the Zeta Acoustic Pro. Okay, I'm going to mute this, and then we're going to go to the next instrument. The next one is the Bridge Tasman. The Bridge Tasman. Bridge are the same people that make the Aquila and the Lyra. These little babies right here, same people. Look at that, same headstock. Woo! Very cool. I really like these instruments a lot. There are 2 levels. What's up, Luis? There's 2 levels of these. There's the regular Tasman and then the Golden Tasman. So we'll play the regular Tasman now. These are 2056 for the 4 and 2218 for the 5-string. The reason those are really crazy numbers is because Bridge is in the UK, and all their prices are in euros. Okay, so that's pricing. The other cool thing on these, look at these lightning bolt F-holes. How cool is that? I busted my head open not that long ago, and I was really kind of hoping that I had like a lightning bolt scar, but I wasn't talented enough to pull that off. Kind of a bummer, actually. And then the scar went away. That sucks, too. I was kind of hoping I'd have a cool scar on my forehead for a while. That's an aside. So now I'm going to play this. This is the Bridge Tasman. Oh, yeah, look at the back of this. The back is really nice, too. And the jack is underneath there. These are also active violins. There's a little button battery right here. And this right here, it's nothing. So, yeah. unplugged. That's what it sounds like, unplugged. They're nice. Whoop. That's why we use carbon fiber. And now we'll plug it in. Plug it in, plug it in. And I will stand over here so you can hear what's coming out of this Fishman Livebox Artist. I'll practice that later. Thanks. Told you I'd practice later. So yes, that is the Tasman plugged in, the regular Tasman. That's the lower of the two, and we're about to go to the Golden Tasman in a second, but this is 2056 and 2218 for the 4 and the 5. So, all right.
But this is 1.2 milliamp.
Now we go to the Golden Tasman, and I guess I'll show you guys some of the differences between them. The easiest way to know which one you have, well, you know what you paid for it, so you know if it's a regular Tasman or a Golden. But generally, and sometimes this can change, so let's not get too hung up on some of the details. But generally, they use ebony fittings on the regular Tasman, and then they use whatever this wood is. It's a lighter color wood. You missed me, Raul. I already played the Zeta. Man, dang it. You'll, yeah, if you go back and watch this from the beginning, you'll be able to see the Zeta. But yeah, thank you for asking. So, and then the back of the wood this is the Golden, and this is the regular. So relatively similar there. But you'll see generally they use the darker fittings on the regular one, and then the lighter colored fittings on the Golden. Also, if you look inside on the nameplate in there, look really hard. You're not going to see it, don't worry. This one will say Golden Tasman, and this one will say regular Tasman. All right. I'm helpless without my shoulder rest, so I'm going to grab it. Some would say I'm helpless with the shoulder rest too, but it's all right. Try playing that double stop with a 4-string violin. It can't be did. That's as close as we get to classical. All right, now let's plug it in.
Which are the most important ones?
really nice instrument. We got people asking for recommendations for other stuff. I'm trying to keep this pretty focused right now because we're going to use this footage for a more compact video. The best thing to do is to go to our YouTube page, and we've got a bunch of reviews there for different instruments in different price categories. That's where I would send you. And then after watching those YouTube videos, if you've got questions, you can shoot us an email here at the shop, info@electricviolinshop.com. That's for Javier and Javier. That was you both times. All right. So yes, and yes. Also, I don't know. I'm guessing it's a possibility. You got a Hispanic name and you're playing mariachi music. Si necesita, hablamos español aquí y no hay problema si quiere mandarnos un correo en español o puede llamar y hablamos español aquí. Entonces, si le ayuda, hablamos, no hay problema. Okay? Don't want to make assumptions, but it seemed fairly safe. So, yeah, okay. So, all right, that is the bridge Golden Tasman. We're ripping, man. We got through 3 violins already. I feel good about this. We're making progress, people. It's the day before Thanksgiving. And if you guys wanted, we got a little Black Friday sale going on. That's the music for the Black Friday sale. Hey, Luis. Good to see you, man. Zeta. We played it first. So if you, if you not going to do a JLP today, we're just doing, nope, those are all electric instruments. We're doing acoustic electrics today. If you guys want to really be thankful, in the U.S., I know like only on Instagram, only 19% of our followers are in the U.S. But if you guys are in the U.S., tomorrow is Thanksgiving Day. And the day after that, what we call Black Friday because it's really dark out all day long. That's not true. It's called Black Friday, and it means that day after spending a whole day of being thankful for what we have, we go out and buy more. So we got sales going on because that's what people do on Black Friday. But you can take advantage of sale prices right now today. Today's Purple Wednesday. So you can type in the code Black Friday when you go to buy one of these instruments, like this one right here. Then you will have something to be thankful for tomorrow. And you just type in the code Black Friday, save you a bundle of money. Thankful for that too. All right. Next instrument. Oh yeah, I did want to say, I was talking about who was playing all these different things. You guys know who Azima is? If you don't follow Azima Ramsey, you should, because she's awesome. She plays with Beyonce and Stevie Wonder and Clean Bandit and herself, because she's a badass. She has one of these, and I was talking to her I'm going to do the Johnny Appleseed thing. Right after she got her Golden Tasman, she works with some smoking sound engineers because, Beyonce. So she was saying that some of these events that she does, the engineers were like, that is the best sounding violin we ever plugged into our system. Oh my God, what is that? So, yeah, they're not inexpensive. The Golden Tasman, I forgot to give you pricing. The Golden Tasman is $37.95 for the 4-string and $39.95 for the 5-string. Yeah, it's a lot, but it's really good. It really is. And I hope you guys can hear that when you're listening on the phone. It's really good. It's a really nice instrument. So yeah, that's the Golden Tasman. All right, next, the Realist. Realist, this is the Realist instrument. They come in 2 different colors, like this color, which I guess there's 3 colors, right? So there's the regular, and then the Frantique, and then there's a black one, and it is sick. It's like a black stain on the wood, and it looks really, really good. And you know who just bought one of those? Kishibashi just bought one of those. If you don't follow Kishibashi, you should follow Kishibashi, because he puts on an incredible show. Great player, super nice dude. We're actually about to interview him for the Rockstar Violinist podcast. That's a shameless plug. If you don't follow the Rockstar Violinist podcast, you should do that too. So let's play this Realist violin. Let's talk about some of the features on this thing. This violin, you'll see the 2 knobs here. One is volume and the other one's tone. And then this one, watch. Click. See how that volume or the tone knob sort of popped up right there? And then it went back down. And it pops back up. And it goes back down. I can do that all day. That activates a preamp that's inside here. We talked about those other violins being active. The Zeta's active. Both of the bridge Tasmans are active. The regular and the Golden are active. This one does not have a battery. It's got a supercapacitor, a MySci supercapacitor in there. And it's the same as what's in the NS Design NXT instrument, NXT-A. So you've got a little plug. It plugs into the wall and it plugs into this jack here. And it looks really strange, but it's got an Edison plug on one end and a 1/4 inch on the other. You plug it in here and it charges the supercapacitor. It takes, a minute to charge the supercapacitor, and then that gives you 6 to 8 hours of playing time on your preamp. So if you want to be in active mode, pop that little sucker out. You're in active mode. If for some reason you want to play passive, I'm passive. You can be passive aggressive if you want. But yeah, if you want to be passive, you just boop, put that sucker back in and you're playing passive. So like one of the things about an active violin, if the battery dies, you're sort of, the supercapacitor dies. If the supercapacitor dies, you just push that thing back in and then you're passive. You're laid back, man. You're passive. You're cool. You're just hanging out. You're playing whole notes. All right, so unplugged. This one unplugged. Woo. Really nice sounding instrument. So there's two levels of Realist. The lower level one we talked about last week. This is the PE, RVPe, P for pricey. No, it's for professional. What am I talking about? $22.49 for the 4, but who would do that? It's $23.99 for the 5. And yeah, some people ask, why would you have a 5-string violin? Because 5's more than 4. No, it's because if you're doing improv, man, that extended range is really nice. Or if you want to start taking jobs from viola players, that 5 is really nice. If you want a violin and a viola all in one instrument, it's wonderful. Also, in my mind, maybe it's just my mind, but I think the low C sitting on there just sort of vibrating, it actually makes the rest of the instrument sound a little richer. Maybe it's my imagination, but it's not. All right, let's plug this instrument in. I will say my only gripe about this instrument is that the location of this jack. Honestly, I don't like that. The way you get around it is you put a 90 degree on there. Just use a right angle plug and it's going to be fine. It's really not my favorite. It's not my favorite location for a jack because, like right here, this thing's banging into my shoulder. Maybe I should do less military presses or something. My shoulder wouldn't be so huge. But yeah, there it is. So here we are plugged in. Again, a very, very, very nice sounding instrument. Okay? We got 2 left to go. How do you like that? This next one is a new one that we just got in this is, and did I talk about pricing on this? Yes, I did. This is the Eastman Jean-Pierre Lupot. This is a 4-string instrument. Some people play them. 4-string violin, and honestly, we just got this in, and we're kind of like, you know, I don't know if we like this. Let's order it just to go, okay, we're not going to like it, and we don't have to deal with it. And we got it in, and we went, oh man, this violin is so sweet. This thing is like the ultimate stealth acoustic electric instrument. There's no volume knob on here. There's no visible jack. Like, you don't see, like, this looks like a regular violin. Fregular. It's a regular violin. But nay, I say. This is an acoustic electric violin, because look at here. Hidden right there in the end pin is a jack. We'll get to that in a minute. But yeah, if you want to surprise people, you go, hey, look at this. Looks like a regular violin, but I say thee nay. Let's play this thing unplugged at first. That was close. All right, so here's sort of the weird thing about this instrument. I'll say I don't like this, but you might. And you know, there's ways around it. So because this thing is so stealth, the jack is here, so you got to use this little tiny 1/8" plug, right angle. The plug's in there, boop, like just disappears. I tour with rock bands. This little tiny cable is going to get ripped in half in about 0.3 of a second on my stage. But not all of y'all are dealing with that. So that'd be the thing to do maybe. If you're going to order this violin, maybe get a couple of these, because you're probably going to break this, or I would. I'm clumsy. So then here's the 1/4" side. We're going to put this in the amp. We're going to get loud. All right. That's the Eastman fiddle. This thing, believe it or not, is only $1,625. Crazy talk. Steve Carlson, what's happening, man? We played the Zeta first on this thing. Steve Carlson from Zeta is here. Tara Dixon is here. Steve Carlson's here. If any of you Zeta folks have questions, the man is right here watching, so you can ask Steve. We played the Zeta Acoustic Pro earlier, and that is a fantastic instrument. All these instruments are fantastic instruments. Honestly, we have a lot of people that want to secure their instruments, and there's sort of a high bar to get in here, because Steve and the other manufacturers here have kind of, they're good. So that's who we carry. And also Steve's customer service is amazing. So if you guys ever have a problem with your Zeta, which you probably won't, but you can call their shop and you talk to Steve and he'll tell you what to do. He tells me what to do. Sometimes he tells me to shut up, but that's cool. All right. So the next instrument we're going to talk about is the wood violins. This is the wood violins Concert Deluxe. And this one's bright blue. These come in like a regular wood color. This is hot. I'm not going to lie to you. This is a really, really, really pretty blue. I like this blue a lot. Also, oh, you wish you had a Zeta Fusion. Me too, man. But we can fix that if you just go to electricviolinshop.com. And yeah, we got a Black Friday sale going on.
We got one for you.
We got one with your name on it even. Or could have your name on it. So this, you're like, okay, it's a painted violin. That's going to sound great. Believe it or not, it does sound great. Marty McGuire from the Dixie Chicks toured with, hers was white. Actually, she had about 20 of them, so I won't say hers. All of hers were white. And they sound amazing. They really do. But don't take my word for it. Just listen. Let's tune this thing. One of the things that I like about this one, hey Belgium, these have perfection pegs on them. Perfection or Whitners, I forget. But they're geared. They're geared pegs. There's a planetary gear inside these, and it is so much better than friction pegs. I can't even tell you. It is a far superior experience tuning an instrument with these geared pegs. It's so nice. I like it. I don't fret. Well, it's a fretless instrument. It doesn't bother me. Let's say that. It doesn't bother me when I have to reach for the peg. Because a lot of times, like, you're trying to get it done on the fine tuner, and you realize that you've sort of run out of fine tuner. You're like, oh, drat. Now I have to put this thing down. I mess with the pegs. I'm going to have to jam it into my leg, and I like hold my arm the right way. And if the moon's in the right phase, then it won't slip, and I won't have to say a bad word. But with these, it's a pleasure. Just tune your violin, like, hey, I'm happy and I'm in tune. Look at that. Okay, so let's play the violin. That wasn't a violin, it was me playing out of tune. Darn. All right. So, now let's plug it in. Plug it in. So we got ourselves a nice instrument here. You wouldn't think that a painted instrument would sound like that, but you'd be wrong. So, yeah. We're only 34 minutes in. You know what we're going to do? We're going to go back from the top because some of you are new, and we're going to make this easy. I usually try to do a separate video that Duncan, our marketing guy, can cut up, and then use it as a demo. I didn't get to that today because we had a shop full of people, and I'm probably not going to get to it today because we have a shop full of people. So let's go back from the top. Steve Carlson, he might still be here, so let's go back to the Zeta. Let's play that Zeta again. We've got a bunch of requests for that. So, the Zeta Acoustic Pro. Oh, I didn't give you pricing on the wood. The wood Concert Deluxe is $12.99 for the 4 and $15.99 for the 5-string. So we got if you guys can't, I'm a little punchy today. I played last night. I didn't get home till after 2 in the morning, so I'm drinking these right now. Yeah, okay. And thus ends my political career, because apparently if you drink something while you're on camera, that's it. That's the end. That's not the only reason I don't have a political career, by the way. All right, so here's the Zeta Acoustic Pro. Unplugged. That's what it sounds like as an acoustic instrument. Let's plug it in. Woo, that's loud. That was close. The Zeta Acoustic Pro, active violin, 9-volt, right here, keeping this thing rolling. And volume knob here comes in a stylish Zeta case, good looking case. And we're looking at $16.80 for the 4-string and $19.60 for the 5-string. Excellent value on those. Artists include Patrick Contreras and Evan Garr. Studs, both of those dudes studs. All right, the next instrument that we talked about, next one is the Bridge Tasman. There are 2 levels of bridge, and the Tasman is this one, the lower of the 2, $20.56 for the 4-string, $22.18 for the 5-string. And here is the 4-string unplugged. Dan Emmett, what's happening? Hey, I was out playing with Matt last night, which is why I'm really tired today. I did not get much sleep last night, but Dan Emmett's here watching, so there we go. Mark Winchester is here from Scotland. Man, everybody's here. Yeah, it does have a really nice sound, and this is actually the lower of the 2 levels. So yeah, nice instrument, really nice instrument. Let's plug it in and get loud, because it's more fun than loud. Yee-yee. Nice. I really like these instruments a lot. Yes, that is a sound that anybody can love. If you don't love that sound, I really don't know about you. So that is the Bridge Tasman. Now we're going up, big dog. This is the Golden Tasman. And this one is $37.95 for the 4 and $39.95 for the 5. 5 is the proper number of strings for a violin. That's an editorial comment. That's unplugged. Now we're going to plug it in. Ben Dixon, what's going on, buddy? Ben, did you just release something? Did you just release a new project? Ben Dixon's watching. This guy's a metalhead from way back. Good dude. Ben, if you did release something, drop a link in here and tell people what it is so they can buy it, because they should. This is the Golden Tasman plugged in. That's nice. I like that. I'm going to play some more. In there somewhere. What's up, Neil? So that is the bridge Golden Tasman. I really like this violin. If I win the lotto, I'm going to get me a couple of them. $37.95 and $39.95 on that. Next one, the Realist RVPe. There's a couple different Realists. This is the more expensive of the two. Like the rest of these violins, active. Both of the bridge violins have button batteries in them. This one has a super capacitor, and you pop this little dealie out, pop, and then that activates the super capacitor. Can I show where I'm plugged into the violin? Sure, right here. Yeah, so the Zeta plugs in right here. Both of the bridge violins plug in the back right there, and the Realist plugs in underneath right here. Yeet. So here's the Realist RVPe. The RV5 is $23.99. The $22.49 for the 4-string. That's unplugged.
Yeah, you can get it.
I feel like a buccaneer when I do that. The bow tastes funny. That was not well thought out. RVPe, really nice. Oh, okay, yeah, Ben's is coming out soon. So you guys need to follow him on Spotify or something, Ben Dixon. And when the album comes out, then you'll know. And then you'll know. So that's the RV, the Realist. Next, we're going to do the Eastman. Just got this violin. This is the stealth violin, right? The one that just looks like a regular acoustic, no knobs or visible jacks or anything. This one just looks like a regular violin. It's like Peter Parker, man. But then all of a sudden, you got yourself a superhero on your hands because here's the jack right here. Plug it in. And let's see. Ooh, my arms are just quite long enough. All right. Okay, let's play this one unplugged first. Now, you guys probably missed, but I just whacked myself in the head with a bow. Sorry. So that's unplugged. I mean, it's plugged in, but the amp ain't turned on. Unplugged. Where's the store? The store is in Durham, North Carolina. What's going on, guys? So this is the Eastman violin, 1625. And now we're going to do the wood concert deluxe. Turn that down, turn this up. All right. And again, this is available in this stunning blue. We don't sell any bad violins. That's very true. I gotta come work here every day. Life is too short to play crappy violin. So yeah, this stunning blue, and then also makes in a white, and also makes in a natural wood color. So, yep. This is unplugged. Actually, it sounds way, way better than you would think a painted violin would sound. So, now we plug it in. we go. That is the rundown on the acoustic electric violins. We've got like $1,200 and up. They sort of range. This Wood Concert Deluxe is $12.99 for the 4, $15.99 for the 5. The Eastman is $16.25. It only comes in 4. The Realist RVPe, $22.49 and $23.99. The Bridge Golden Tasman, listen, is $37.95 and $39.95. The Bridge Tasman is $20.56 and $22.18. And the Zeta Acoustic Pro, $16.80 and $19.60. So there we go. If you guys have more questions, you can dump those in the comments section and we will get back to you as soon as we can. YouTube, thank you all for hanging out. Awesome.